afternoon everyone. So today I would like to tell you about me and my family activities during social distancing this year in order to prevent coronavirus. Okay, so first I want to tell you about what is coronavirus. Coronavirus is one of the most troubling and worrying pandemic viruses. This virus infection was first discovered in Wuhan City, China, at the end of December 2019. Coronavirus infection or COVID-19. So the infection name is COVID-19 and the virus name is coronavirus. So the COVID-19 is caused by coronavirus, which is a group of viruses that infect the respiratory system. This year began with a number of major problems which have occurred all over the world. According to Dr. Tedros from WHO, or as we know, World Health Organization, over the past 5 weeks, experts at WHO have witnessed rapid growth and global spread in the number of new cases, reaching almost every country and region. The number of deaths has more doubled in the past few weeks. In the next few days, we will reach 1 million cases and 50,000 deaths. And when relatively small occurs in Africa and the regions of Central and Southern America, we are aware that COVID-19 can have a serious effect on the social, economic, and political areas of the region. I think the statement was already scary and certainly will have serious impact on our country, especially social and economic. Because in Indonesia, this year not only coronavirus, but there is still dengue fever, or in Indonesia we call it demam berdarah. The victims who contracted this virus, coronavirus, are mostly in their 30s and above, because this is a virus that attacks the body's low immune system. But as a teenager, we must be aware at this virus, because this virus is attack everyone. Indonesia is one of the many countries facing this problem. Initially, according to the government statement, this virus outbreak is unlikely to spread in Indonesia, because this virus at first they said cannot develop at the temperature of a tropical country like Indonesia. Apparently, the allegation was wrong. Their statement was totally wrong. As a result, Indonesia was a little late to overcome this problem. On February, 2 people tested positive for coronavirus and were treated at hospital in North Jakarta. Both are known to be infected with the virus after making contact with a Japanese friend who lives in Malaysia and had previously met in Indonesia. So that's the reason the virus outbreak has unexpectedly entered Indonesia quickly, and its spread is very fast. So we have to really be careful and always keep the distance from the other. Therefore, the President of Indonesia, Joko Widodo, appealed to all people to carry out social distancing, because all activities must be done at home, or commonly we call it at home. In Indonesia, we call it di rumah aja. All activities must be done at home temporarily, because the outbreak of the virus has spread to all regions in Indonesia. But sometimes, one thing that makes me very disappointed about people in Indonesia is why at a time like this there are still many people who consider this virus as an unimportant thing, And sometimes people underestimate the little things and even do things that harm themselves without realizing it. I admit I'm also selfish, but do we have to solve everything in selfish way? At at a time like this? Of course not. This is our common problem, so it must be solved together as well. And instead of blaming each other, but we can remind each other in anticipation of all problems. Okay, that's all about COVID-19 so far, influence on our country until now, and I hope all these problems resolve quickly. And now I will talk to you about a few kind of activities that me and my family do when facing COVID-19. When I first heard about social distancing, to be honest, it was a little bit sad because I cannot go out and I cannot hang out with my friends, and the feeling of worried always follows me every time I'm going out, every time I'm leaving my house. And even though my own hobby is to do our activities outside, but now all things are better done at home, right? And it was really bored at first, but after getting used to it, all this time I was able to do many new activities, many new things that I had never done before, and it was very fun. Like making cakes with my father. I just found out that my father is very good at making cakes and patiently guided me to make the cookie dough. And usually this is done with my mother, but my mother is more busy to make main meals for our family. So to spend my free time, I learned how to making cakes. And I'm very surprised when my brother wants to make ice cream together with me. This is the first time has happened because my brother is a lazy person and never want to doing some activities like cooking or baking or something like that. Yes, indirectly, our family feel warm and more comfort when all the little things are done together. Like before COVID-19, we're all very busy with our things. I went to college, my older brother went to college, my younger brother go to school, and my parents must be working, and time together was very rare in our family at that. Besides that, during the social distancing, my activities are filled with a lot of assignment, and sometimes all students are given more and more assignment when studying online rather than offline. And most of us actually prefer go to college rather than studying online. But I can also feel the positive side of this because here I can learn how to do a lot of obligation in a short time and improve my insight as a student, because each assignment requires us to read the material first before we finish it. So this makes us accustomed to being independent in our way. And if I'm getting bored, I usually open my laptop and watching movies. I really love Netflix movies because for me in each film it has hidden meanings about real life, and it is really suitable for especially for teenager. And then it has a plot that is difficult to guess and extraordinary conflict. I really like when watching movies find an extraordinary conflict and starting to guessing what is the conflict, what and why the conflict is started and what happened when the conflict is end, like that. This is like a special excitement for me when watching a movie while improving insight about words that I had never said before. And then my mom and my brothers usually sunbathing in the backyard every morning. Sunbathing is very good for your health because the benefits are vitamin D. First, vitamin D is a source of human immunity. Second, it can prevent cancer. And the third is it can prevent autoimmune disease. And for your information, coronavirus is one of the many autoimmune diseases, so this is really good for your body health. And then, besides sunbathing, my mother usually every 9 o'clock in the morning would go to the market to buy groceries for us. She will buy in a large quantities for supply so that she doesn't go out too often. And my brother usually after sunbathing, he must do the online assignment from school, and sometimes if I don't have many college assignment, will definitely help. And the last is my father. My father is the only one who should always works out of the house because my father works in hospital, so it would not be possible if he treat his patient with online way. But if he is not on duty, he is prefers to stay at home and reading some articles about health and history. Therefore, my parents are very strict when talking about cleanliness. They say cleanliness greatly affects everyone's health. If you are accustomed to living clean and healthy, then all the germs, bacteria, viruses, and etc. will not be able to enter your life. Okay, that's all. And the last thing I can say is always washing your hand correctly and diligently. Second, always close your mouth when sneezing and coughing. And the last is always carry out social and physical distancing because it's really, really important. Okay, I think that's enough. And always stay clean and stay healthy, everybody. Goodbye.